This video is about the mystery progressive system for the Hydra Tito system. Basically what you get in the box is you get four items. You get the media controller, which is a computer. You get the keyboard, the mouse, and you get a 1080p monitor. So it's real basic, just those four pieces. So the first thing to do is to cable up the four pieces. Let's take a look at the back side of the computer. Okay, on the back side of the computer there's various connectors. We have the regular USB connector for the mouse, USB connector for the keyboard, and then a high resolution, high definition video card. Now on this video card there are actually two mini HDMI connectors. We're going to use one of them for the monitor that's in the office with the media controller and other servers, and then the other one with the HDMI adapter. This will actually be used to connect the HDMI to the customer's televisions, splitters, whatever they use for the configuration for the televisions on the casino floor. So one of them is used for the monitor in the office, and the other one is used for the television array that's on the casino floor. The other thing to note here on the motherboard is the audio connector, which is the green one in the middle, could be used for the audio of the mystery progressive. The other connector we're going to use is the RJ45 to connect the network, which provides us connectivity to the Hydra server. Okay, you can note that the mini HDMI adapter goes to a regular HDMI style plug, and then there's an additional adapter that takes that to a VGA style connector, which is actually connected to our monitor. Now our monitor actually has a HDMI connector on it, but we found that they work better if you use the VGA style plug. Okay, so the other thing that we're going to be connecting on the back of the computer is the network that's going to connect us to the Hydra network. So let's power up the computer. Okay, so let's power up the media controller. Okay, so when the media controller is powered up, it should automatically come up with the Mystery Progressive running. You'll notice in the upper left-hand corner of the screen, you'll see a small green dot. That is to let you know if the computer, the media controller computer, has proper communication with the Hydra server. Initially it was green because it comes up default as green, but if there is no communication it'll turn red, and it'll stay red until we're communicating with the Hydra server. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to hit the escape key on the keyboard, and that puts us in a windowed mode. So let's move this guy out of the way, and let's go to the start menu. Let's type in CMD, bring up the command prompt, and let's type in ipconfig. Okay, there is no IP because we're not connected to the network yet. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to connect a RJ45 cable from the media controller to the router that is the same router that's connected to the Hydra server. Okay, I've connected a cable from the media controller to the router that's the same router that the Hydra server is connected to. So, let's do this ipconfig again. And now you see we have an IP for this computer. In this particular case, it's going to be IPv4 is what we're interested in. 192.168.1.113. So we're gonna write that down, make a note of that, because we're gonna need that here in a little bit. Okay, now we know its IP address. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the start menu. We're going to go to this item called Bitnami WAMP. Yes. It's going to bring up a window that basically is going to show you the status of the server in the media controller. Just to explain a little bit, the media controller has its own database, and it uses a database called MySQL, which is an Oracle product. The Hydra server uses another database called Microsoft SQL, which is a Microsoft product. We're going to go to the second tab, and we're going to see that both the MySQL server is running and the Apache server is running. So we're in good shape. If it wasn't running, we would have to start those servers. But it's supposed to automatically start when you start the computer. So now, in order to get the display back to full screen mode, we actually have to kill the program and restart it manually by double-clicking this icon. Now we're back to the full screen mode. And again, you'll see in the upper left-hand corner of the screen, you'll see a green ball. That's just a default that it comes up green. After 15 seconds, if it doesn't see any communication with the Hydra server, it'll go red. And even though we're connected to the network right now, we have an IP address, the Hydra server doesn't know that we even exist out here yet. So we have to go set up the Hydra server next. And that's what we're going to do now.